we'll be taking a look at Item World and what to do in there. Lots of tips. One tip is you need to be able to travel in Item World. Let's go over and take a look at my basic runner. Is this guy, a superhero. I've got him up to 6th class, but he's very useful. Let's go over to the equipment, actually. He's very useful. He has a movement. If you look down on the bottom, over on the left, there's a shoe with an 18 by it. He's got right now with his equipment, he's got a movement of 18, which is actually pretty darn good. Without his equipment, I think, yeah, let's just do this. Done. If you notice, he's got a basic movement of 6. How do I get him up to 18? Took a while. Oh, duh. Now, notice, for Death Gauntlet, the fist, his basic weapon, again, if you look down on the bottom, it gives him +1 movement. This can be important. If you look at certain weapons will add +1 to movement, in addition to whatever boost they give you to attacking and criticals and whatever. Certain weapons will also give you a boost as far as attack range goes. So certain guns and bows will be attack range +1, which can also be very helpful. So here, from his basic 6, he gets a +1 from his weapon. Now he's going to get +3 here. The Propel Vernier comes with a +2 movement. I've gone through Item World and I've added 1 movement to this one, so he gets, instead of +2, +3 for a total of 10. This Propel Vernier, I've gone through Item World and I've added 2 movement to it, so instead of 2 he gets a +4 movement for 18. And then this one is also a +2 over its regular 2. So again, he gets a +4 movement for a total of 18. Why do I want to use this guy? He has an aptitude, an ability, I guess, called flying. And I don't see that anywhere on a description. Like if you go over to status, self-proclaimed hero, identity unknown, his ability to escape is unmatched, how fine. That means his speed is quite high. He has speedy move, increased speed bonus by 5% times moving panels. If you notice, by moving 18 panels, his speed bonus, if he does the full movement, is quite high. Power survival, he's got this, if enemy level is lower, damage dealt is increased by 50%. I believe, assuming that this is similar to Zerokin's ability in Disgaea 5, I would think that once he hits level 9,999, enemies with the same level, that this ability will also work as it does with Zerokin, but I'm not positive on that. I've leveled him up, but I've increased his subclass, let's say, up to the highest, number 6, which is superhero. And this increases his aptitudes. If you notice, his speed aptitude is up to 155%, which makes him hard to hit. His HP isn't so great. His attack is only 100. But he can be a very, very handy guy to have. But notice, there's nothing here that says he's a flying type or even what a flying type is. All right. Let's move on to Item World, and I'll show you what a flying type is. What I'm going to be doing... are we ready to go to Item World? No, we're not. All right, what we're going to do is to go into this Propel Vernier. Where do you get a Propel Vernier? There's something really cool in Disgaea 4. See this thing, this ranking shop? Ranking shop where bad dudes test their strength against each other. Don't you want to know where you rank? Ho ho! What happens is, every week they give some sort of goal. Like in this case, it's going to be enemy kills. The basic rewards are you get 50 points for every one of these goals that you meet. So once you hit 300 enemies, and you go through all these, you can get a total of 500 points. You go over that, and of course your score goes up, because I'm up to now 1,360 kills. But the cool thing is, and if you notice down at the very bottom, it says RP, those are reward points. I've got 6,500 in the bank. I've already spent a bunch. But you can exchange your points for snacks, weapons, or innocence. Snacks are what they just say, different snacks. Notice they are all legendary quality. Now, I haven't really used my points for any of these. You can also get innocence with them. Some of the regular innocence, notice you're getting a dietitian of 500. When you go to Item World and subdue it, it would be worth 1,000 points. 1,000 points added to your HP, plus whatever bonus you get from your aptitudes. That's for 500 points. Some of them are 400. These cap out at 100, stacks of 100. Professionals are very nice. They inflict criticals, but again, I haven't bought any innocence. One interesting thing is, okay, these guys are worth 1,000. These gain more ability. These are worth 1,000. You don't really find these very often. I found one Cane Man. And I think, actually, I don't know what their cap is. I'm thinking that it's maybe 100. At any rate, they give you a 30 for Cane Man, which would get you up to 60, which is pretty darn good. The real interesting thing is statistician. I have run into no statisticians looking at innocence. Maybe you get them later on. There must be a place or somehow. Maybe I just haven't gone up enough in level. I don't really know. But these help you. They give you more experience in addition to whatever you do in the cheat shop. They're very handy, but I found none. But you can buy a 50, which will, of course, turn into a 100 for 1,000 points. I believe statisticians cap at 300, if I remember right. And then they have these others. Now, these I've never seen, like the lose-lose. Increase the experience earned by the attacker who defeats you, etc. Different things here. Anyway, you can get innocence. You can also get weapons. The bottom weapon is a rank 38. The weapons go in ranks. So your highest rank is rank 40, which you get by going through Item World and killing particular enemies. So rank 38 is actually quite high up there. And it's 2,000 points. And you can get rank 38 for all the different weapons. Way cool. Worth doing this little thing for, especially if you're early on in the game, like I am. I've completed the story, but I haven't gone on to much other stuff. I did buy one Ouroboros ring, and I believe I gave it to, I'm not sure if I gave it to Desco or to Priere. But, okay, and of course you get this stuff and this stuff. But I am obsessed with shoes and movement. This is where you can get your Propel Vernier. 2,000 points gets you a piece of equipment that will add +2 movement to your characters. It'll also go on. I mean, got your basic orbs, you got your classes, you got your muscles, you even have your emblems, I guess they call them. The Exodus, which is not the highest, but getting on up there. Notice that one's for 3,000 points, but notice the stat boost that you get. Just basic, not even leveling it at all. You're getting close to 600 point boost in all your stats, HP even more. So it's not bad. But for me, Propel Vernier. All right. So this is where you can get them. Now, to prepare to go into Item World, and basically what I want to do here is to level this up. What leveling will do is, you see that stat, SPD, speed stat, as I go through Item World, that will increase and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I will also get to certain points in Item World where I can go into a special strategy assembly and get special abilities, one of which is to increase movement. And what I would want to do is to hit that strategy assembly twice and add a +2 movement. I've never tried for the third one to see if you could get +3. Maybe I'll try that this time and see. But if I want to level, then to get that stat increasing the most, I want to fill it with innocence. There are initially 6 slots here. So what we'll do is, I have a bunch of innocence that I subdued a long time ago. I have a set of 8 for each one, because I think it opens up, I believe 8 slots is the top that you can get without going to that item assembly and increasing it. So I have 8 of each. Basically, you want to fill all the slots. The size does not matter. So a coach of 4 in a slot gives you the same effect as far as leveling goes as if you put in a coach with, I don't know, 1,000 points on it. So all you want to do is fill the slots. And as more slots open up, hopefully this time I'll remember. I keep forgetting to look. I have 2 more here that I can fill for 2 more slots. So I fill the slots up. Important. Let me just save. I've got this all set up. Now let's go into Item World and see tips, tricks. I don't know, tricks. Haha. All right, go to Item World. What the heck are we going to do? Bingo. Off we go. Stage start. First thing that you want to do is hit triangle and take a look on the left-hand side where you get the different geo effects. The geo effects come from these different geo cubes. There's allied damage 50%, HL plus 50%, SP recovery, fire plus 50%, and L4 weaken. There will be a number of different effects, and the effects will affect you at different times. So let's see. Let's take HL plus 50%. Justice! So I go out here. I'm on HL plus 50%. Great. If I attack this character, I'll get plus 50% HL. No, you won't. The enemy needs to be on this. Where you stand makes no difference. I can be here. Here's an enemy that's actually on the HL plus 50%. I can go here. I can go here. I can go here. As long as I attack him and defeat him, I get the HL plus 50%, but the effect only comes if I clear this stage. In other words, if I get rid of all the enemies, and then you go into the thing where it adds up the money that you get and whatever. Ooh, you get a testament. Ooh. Well, maybe we'll clear this stage. All right, what else is there? SP recovery. Okay, so you get somebody on here if their SP is not filled up and you end turn. In other words, you go over here, you do all your stuff, and then you say end turn. Anybody on one of those squares will get some replenishment of their SP. Ally damage. Effect when you go and you hit end turn. If you have one of your characters on here, they will lose half of their HP. So, if you're just going to be here for one turn, in other words, you're not going to hit end turn, you're just going to kill some and, let's say, head for this gate and exit, then it doesn't matter if they're on this, because it's not going to damage them until you go end turn and go on to another turn. All right, let's purple. This guy doesn't have a lot of movement, but we can go here. Fire plus 50%. You don't see it here, but it adds plus 50% to your fire, to whatever your fire stat is. So here, right now, he's minus 25%. In other words, he's weak to fire. With the plus 50%, it's now as if he had plus 25% fire. In other words, he has some resistance to fire. L4 weaken. And actually that will work for this one. Level 4 weaken, if you are on this square with a like this, and there are different, I think some of them are like level 7, etc. And your level ends in a 4. Like here, his level is 4, 3, 4. The digit in the units column is 4. So this will basically, again, you don't see it in the stats. If you move him, like from here to here, his stats don't change, but in any sort of calculation, like attacking or defending, etc., he would be weakened. So if you have a character that ends in, whose level ends in 4, you do not want them on this square if they're attacking or doing it. If you can avoid it, yay. All right, let's see, we've done all this. Generally speaking, what I'm doing when I'm leveling up is I'll go here. This is fairly high level, so I'll check this to see what geo effects there are. And we'll take more look at that. I'll go over here and maybe, actually, usually I don't check the bonus, and this time I did Testament. That might be pretty cool to get, so maybe we'll actually clear this. Usually I do not clear. I go over and I check the characters and I look for stuff that I want to steal. Item World is great for stealing. If there's nothing to steal and there's a treasure chest, although it's still not all that high, it's only level 90 here. But a lot of times I'll send my thief out. My thief has a lucky finger when breaking a chest. Contents increase by 1 rank. So I'll have him go out and grab that chest. And then basically I'll run for the gate and move on. Every time, in order to level up, there are 2 ways to do it. You can get rid of all the enemies so that, you know, you end up getting your bonus and whatever. Or you can simply jump down this hole. And in either case, the item will go up 1 level, and the effect is the same. Of course, if you jump down the hole, then you don't get any bonuses or stuff like that, but whatever. Item World is also the one place where you have at least a decent chance of running up the bonus list. The easiest way to get bonuses is through setting off geo chains. And heck, I think I'll try that now. Let's take a look. All right. In order to set up a good geo chain, what is this? This guy's on purple. This is the null. You want this one to go off last, and actually I don't want it on purple. What I want to do is to get all the others on purple. I want to get that one on purple. This one's already on purple. Cool. I want to put this one on purple and this one on purple. somehow. Let's see, we could. Rats. Boy, I don't have anybody who can throw that far. If I'm here, I could throw it over there. Oh, okay, that will work. Alright, let's go and start getting throwers. We'll use Geocube. Throw it onto purple. Purple is the last color, the color on the bottom. You want all your basically you want to get all your Geocubes except this one on that color. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's see, where's another purple? There's a purple here. There's a purple. Wait, could I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I get a 5 thrower. That would not be a problem. Let me move over here.
This is it.
She can throw 5, no problem. Okay, let's see. Can we get somebody with some legs on them? What am I doing? Gut.
Please brace yourself.
You can get up here. Purple, okay.
What a hassle.
Lift this guy up. Purple, so now I've got everybody on purple. I want to get this guy off purple. And basically put him on a square the color of the first one that I'm going to set off. And I don't know. Well, let's see where I can throw him.
Here I come!
Ooh, he won't reach, and he's a 9. Yay.
I'll do my best.
Ah, he's a 10. Okay, so he can go here. Or he can go here and throw it over. Yeah, let's do that.
There.
Throw it over on red. Since this one is on red, I want to set this one off first. That will change all the purple to red, and then when the next Geocubes start firing off, they'll blow this one. But this one will go off last. So, what will happen is we'll get a chain of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which will probably get us close to filling up the bonus gauge, if not filling it up. We have a lot of different colors here, so let's see. All right, so what do? The best thing to do is...
You conceited bastard!
Put him over here on a square that's clean. In other words, there's no geo effect on it, so he's not going to get hit. And then blow this cube. This character has a special skill, Geoblast. Destroy selected geo symbol. Random dungeon only. In other words, this only basically works in Item World, probably in Carol World. And let's go and blow it off. Actually, before we do that, let's do combat speed slow. Just turn that on so that you can see what happens. Alright, let's execute.
Sinners!
Bang. Now all the purple turns to red and those other geo symbols are destroyed. Now the yellow starts to go. Bang, 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 bang. 2 colors. 3rd color. Notice the geo chain. The numbers keep getting bigger and bigger. 4th color. My guys are taking damage, but the other guys are taking more damage. Ooh, we're going over. This should fill up the geo chain. Bango, and this last one adds even more damage. Da-da-da-da. Now, notice this guy. He's almost dead. I gotta kill him. He's got about half. This guy can be tough to kill, but again, we've knocked off a lot of stuff. All my guys have taken some damage except for him because he wasn't on a geo square. So, you know, you have to think about healing them eventually. But, okay, let's go. Oh, this is not going to work. Combat speed, fast please. Let's just turn those effects off. And we will... okay, that'll blow him apart easy enough. Let's see. Let's take her up. She'll take care of that guy, and we got this one guy over here to take care of.
Opportunity!
And let's use our king. So, let's pow, pow, pow. Stage clear. Yay, we get a bunch of HL. Grab all the prizes. Now, actually, if you notice, there were 2 experiences here. One for 150,000, one for 162,000. If I was smart, I would have brought out more characters. Because every character out will get those experience bonuses. And I got some cool stuff. Yay. But we won't be doing that much, if at all, anymore. But, like I said, Item World is great for that. Alright, what kind of stuff? Death Blow. Basically, if a character is on one of these squares, that means any attack that hits will kill the character. Except, notice the very bottom effect is Mighty Enemy. Let's see if I can find those. Okay, Death Blow. One landing blow will instantly kill character on this panel. Oh, way cool. But Mighty Enemy. No damage taken by enemies on this panel. Which one will work? Let's see, do we have an enemy on green? Oh yeah, we have her on green. Let's see, what am I going to do? Yeah, I can waste an attack. Now notice, it says 99%, but there's no other, there's no double line there. I think that means it lands, but she's on Mighty Enemy, so she takes no damage. Bongo. Forever Counter. This will give you counterattacks. Counterattacks up to 20 chains by characters on this panel. So if they're attacked, they will... Doesn't matter, like here, he's got 0 counters, but it doesn't matter. If someone attacks him while he's on, he'll do up to 20 counters in any one turn. Let's see, what else? The allied damages we've already talked about. Same thing with level 4 weaken. So, if you're attacking characters, you want to be looking for Mighty Enemy and Invincible Geosquares, because those will affect what goes on. Alright, we want to get out of here. Actually, I didn't even... Yes, I checked my stuff. Alright, let's go through and check here. Wing boots. Nothing I want to steal. Nothing I want to steal. We do have a chest at level 99. It's not on a Mighty Enemy square. What the heck? Let's take her out. She has Thief's Key. You can use this to blast open chests. It doesn't work on anything but chests, but notice it gives you some distance. Ta-da, we got a Saint's Robe. Yay. Now, we want to get out of here. I don't want to go through clearing all these guys. It takes a long time. So basically all we have to do is knock out this gatekeeper, and probably we'll go for this guy too. Oh, I already have her out here. Ha 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 ha. Alright, let's go through. I'm working on these guys. Okay, we'll go and get rid of them. And I go over here, I go to my... Now, what does it mean, flying? If I take him out and I want to walk him around, notice he cannot get to this square. Why? Because there's an enemy here and an enemy here, and they are like roadblocks. He cannot move to the other side of these. He can go around them. If he had more movement, he could go up here and then here and then here and then down here, but he doesn't have that much movement. So basically he's blocked from going there. Enemies will do this. Treasure chests will also serve as roadblocks. However, not for characters that have the flying attribute. So notice I put movement. Of course he has a lot of movement, but even if he didn't have enough movement to go all the way around, as long as he had 2 movement, he could get there because he can just move through enemies and treasure chests as if they weren't there. He can't, of course, land on there, but so this makes him very mobile. The other character that will do this is the Mothman, the monster Mothman. I believe that character also has the flying ability. If there are others, I'm not sure what they are. But I like to use the superhero. Okay, go up here. We check Invincible Square. Now, Mighty Enemy just works for enemies. If the enemies are on that square, they are invincible, but not you. They take no damage. However, Invincible. No damage is taken by characters, enemies, or your own characters on this panel. So if you're going to stay for more than one turn, if your characters are on these invincible panels, the enemies can attack them all they want, and no effect. All right, let's just go through, see if there's anything worth stealing. No, nothing I want. No treasure chest. Now, I could go on and advance them to the next level. There are mystery gates, mystery rooms, mystery gates they call them here. Let's go and jump into the mystery. Mystery rooms are helpful, especially if you're trying to subdue innocents, in the sense that you go in, even if you don't want to do anything here, when you exit out, you get another chance for an innocent to appear. This girl, musician, basically she sells music. So here, purchase music. So if you want, you can spend money. I'm cheap, so I haven't bought any background music or any themes or anything yet. We'll return to Item World. And again, we want to check. Mana 50%. On the purple. Decreases wind. Ally damage, which we've already talked about. Gain more mana when defeating a character on this panel. Let's see, is there an enemy on purple? Here we go. So, if I defeat this enemy, I will get experience, and also whatever mana I get will be boosted 50%. So, it's nice. You want to kill enemies, you're looking for mana. If they're on this, very nice. Did I already do this? I think. No, maybe not. Okay, nothing I want there. Alright, so nothing I want. We'll just run on to the next level. Enemy weaken. Okay, encroach. This basically is only important. Okay, well, let's take a look at clone. One clone is made per turn of a character on this panel. So if there are, let's say, 3 enemies on yellow panels, only one will have a clone made. If you have one of your characters on a yellow panel, there's a chance that that your character will become a clone, and actually kind of an enemy then. You cannot steal from your own clones, though. So if you're thinking, oh, I'll clone him and steal some cool stuff, doesn't work that way. And let's see, what's the... Oh, yeah, they encroach. Gosh, what's on blue? Da, 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 da. Ah, here we go. Encroach. Panels expand outward from this panel. So, if you end turn, the blue panels will extend. And then you end turn again, and then they will extend more and more and more. What this means is if you were, let's say, to stay for a number of turns on an item world, eventually the whole item world would turn blue and every single geo effect would occur on every single panel. So you would have all 4 of these geo effects on every panel eventually. But you have to do end turn, etc. All right. Well, we don't want to do this. We have somebody sitting on the... let's just go through and check. Okay, we'll go take care of that chest.
Ready for me?
And we want to open up exit gate. Oh, we have 3 enemies in a row. Let's go and out 3.
Taya, come over here.
Tasty money. And
Justice!
let's move on.
Tua!
Let's see, ally boost. We've already looked at the fire, wind, water attributes. Again, ally boost 50%. Basically, let's see, what color is it? It's on red. That increases fire element. Well, in this case, it'll be the... Nope. Yeah, increases stats and abilities for allies on this panel. So your stats get a 50% boost. Abilities, I'm guessing it will boost your attacks and stuff like that by 50%. At any rate, ally boost is good. Stick your guys on that. Their attacks will be better. They'll be stronger. Enemy boost 50%. That's not quite as much fun. Shimmer tail. Anything good? Item world is great for stealing. Alright, what do we got? We want to go... Now, there are 2 gates here. If you're looking to subdue innocence, you want to go this gate, and your innocence will get boosted. If you want to level the item, then you want to go the item boost gate, and that will give you bonuses. We want to go the item boost gate, so let's run on up here, and let's blow that guy off. And while we're at it, we might as well grab a treasure chest.
Let me handle this.
Yeah, see, I have so much crap here. Alright, let's send that back to the warehouse. Send it to the warehouse. Actually, let's just send all this crap back to the warehouse. Ooh, firefighter, that's nice. Holy staff. See, that's got pretty good int on it. But, send it back. The bandit hand, actually, we have a couple bandit hands here already. See, I have plenty of hands. Hopefully I'll get... Ooh, look at this tasty testament. But we'll send it on out. Okay, now we've got a little more room.
Deadly shot! Tua!
Let's advance. Okay, let's see if we can speed things up. Okay, super expansion. Again, is like expansion. The colors will... Super panels expand toward the character next to this panel. So, let's say characters here, they're going to, in other words, the expansion is going to happen quicker, is basically what it boils down to. No melee. So, if you have a character here and you want to attack this guy, it won't work because you're next to them. No melee means you cannot attack a character. If you are on a no melee square, you cannot attack an enemy that's next to you. You have to do a ranged attack. So, if I put, let's put this guy here. Oh, da-da-da-da. Notice, even though he's got 13 movement, he can only go this far. Why? He's not flying, and this guy is blocking the road. This is the crucial square. One thing that happens in Item World, and one reason why it's so great to have a flying character like this guy, is that you don't have to be blowing apart roadblock after roadblock to get to this square. But looks like we're going to have to do a little roadblock blowing. Yeah, he's not on any special square.
You conceited bastard!
I use him to blow roadblocks out of the way. Da-da-da-da. See, now we get to move, wow, all the way up there. That's good enough.
This one'll be worth it.
Let's move him up. Da-da-da-da. No melee. So, I go to attack. I can attack her, and I can attack Mushroom, but notice there's no choice for me to attack this guy or this guy, because no melee, and I'm right next to them.
I'll do my best.
Let's go and do Thief's Key here. And
This one'll be worth it. Taya!
let's bring this guy out and open up my exit. Oh, duh. There we go.
Taya!
Let's experiment.
Taya!
Ta-da.
Ha! Ah!
And we're heading towards stage, stage 7, 8, 9, and then 10. 10 is the big stage where I will show you what to do when you're leveling. Alright, let's see. Okay, tower, evade. No tower means you cannot pick up people and make tower attacks if you're on these. Evade. Let's see. Silence means no special skills can be used by characters on this panel. You can only do regular attacks. And here we go. Increases evasion for characters on this panel. Basically, let's see, is there an enemy that's on yellow? Here we go. She's on yellow. Okay, so now I go to attack her. Notice it's a 50% chance for accuracy. Let's see, can we? Because she's on this square. Is there a way to? Display movement and range. All right, well, what am I doing? I'm just screwing around. Pardon me. Nothing to steal.
Deadly shot!
Let's get out of here.
Ha!
Normally I do this much quicker. I just check anything to steal. No. The thing that I'm looking for here is ally move damage. That I do not like. In other words, every time ally move, if you move over that square, you take damage.
Deadly shot!
And I like to get rid of those before I start bringing my guys around. Go over to move. Now, this is helpful. You get an Item World Hospital. Bingo. Gas up. And you're ready to go. And if you were looking for innocent, you'd have another chance for innocent to pop up. Okay, we've already looked at that. Anything to grab here? Nothing new. No good shoes.
Deadly shot.
And off we go. Let's see. Anything to steal? Alright, nothing to steal. Then what the heck? Let's go and break that chest. And let's go and get rid of those guys. Whoa, what's going on? Aha, okay, ice is not good. We'll do that. Blow upon treasure. Because why not? You get money, you get weapons even if you don't really want them. You can sell them for money. And off we go. Now, this is stage 10. Every stage that ends in a 0 will have an item something. In this case, an item general. There are also, let's see, item generals, there are item kings and item gods. If you kill the item general, this will give you an extra boost to your stats. Now let's see, SP recovery, okay, there's no ally move damage. Anything I want to steal here? Anything good? No. Alright, so I want to go up and kill this item general. And what's he weak on? Okay, fire. Let's go. We'll hit him with Omega Fire. Blow him right off the map. Alright, I've defeated the item general. The first time you kill the item general, you do not want to clear this map. You do not want to go down one of the exits. What you want to do is to have someone go to items, and you should have brought some of these along. Go to a Mr. Gensi exit and return to base. Now, notice it says level 10. That's because I've gone I've gone the item level up route. I've killed the item general once. Very good. I can also kill him one more time to get the boost. So you can come back. You can go and heal up. Here to item. Take a look at stuff. We of course want to keep this. Oh, okay, there's no other stuff, right? I already got rid of all that stuff. Okay. Alright, yeah, there's nothing under the sun. Alright, so now we will go and save. Now, two things will happen here. I'm going to go back and kill the item god, kill the item general in this case, and then, because I want to increase the movement here, I want to be able to go to Item Town. And get the item assembly. Alright, let's go over. We'll check stuff again. Encroach. Okay, attack +1. So if you're on here and you attack someone and you don't kill them, then you can attack again. This will not work if you're doing an attack with movement. So let's say if you put a fist user up here, he attacks him and moves him over here, well then that's it. But let's say you're here and you just clobber him with your fist, let's say. Well, and he's not dead, you'll clobber him again. If you hit him with a spell, not dead, you'll hit him again. How nice.
Come over here. Taya!
But I don't think we'll need to bother with that. Now, if I wanted to, I could go through and actually, if I wasn't trying to get the Innocent Town and the item assembly, this is often a good place to go and clear the map and try to get all the bonuses. Look at all the experiences. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. And you would do that by setting up geochains. So basically, what you would want to do is to get all these on a purple square. The purple is the bottom one. Get all the colored ones on the purple square, and then this one you don't want on purple. You would want it on some other color, basically the color of the first square that you're going to attack. And all these would go off. It would damage all the enemies, maybe kill some of them outright, and you clear the stage, you get all the prizes. But if I go through all that, how do I know that I want to do that? Because I won't want to do that if I don't get Innocent Town, and if when I go to Innocent Town, I can't go to the assembly. So we'll just... See? Return to base map. I don't get to go to Innocent Town. But I notice I have killed the item general, so I get to level up. Yay. But big deal. I don't want that. So I quit. And I will reload. And try again. Let's go item world. Shazam. Bingo. Oh. Now here, notice there's no geo squares or anything. So to get all this bonus, it would be very hard. Probably you could get the second one, that new poison hand, if I bothered to go through it.
This one'll be worth it.
Clear the map.
Taya! Taya!
Kill the item general for a second time. Get the bonus.
Deadly shot.
We want to take the gate that gives the item boost because we're boosting the item. And we're going to Innocent Town. Yes. And oh yes, no. Crapaholic. Okay. Here we have a bunch of little characters and treasure chests sitting around. We have the medic, and we have the dimension guide that will let us out, but there should be another guy either on this corner or on this corner. I think it's maybe on this corner that will let you go to the item assembly. He's not here. I don't want this. I'm going to quit. Go back, reload. So as you can see, there are different chances for you to get here, and if you really want something, then you have to take your time. Okay, speed recovery.
This
blah,
one'll
blah,
be
blah.
worth it.
Who cares?
Ta!
Let's see that guy. Let's see, suppose. Do an Omega Wind Charge. Yeah. Yay, defeated the item general. And let's run up through here. And we go to Innocent Town. Yes! We have the medic, the dimension guide, and this little devil, the item world exclusive. Welcome to the Item Campaign HQ. Here you can submit one single suggestion regarding the item you are currently in. Would you like to enter? Enter the Item Campaign HQ. Yes.
All hail Lord Val.
Now notice we're back at the campaign HQ. You can, place evil symbols. You can move your characters around for different effects, etc., etc. But what you want to do is to go to Senate hearings. So let's choose Fuka, for example. Notice there's some stuff, like here we can look at the senator list. We can change the name of an item. Okay, it'll change the name of very specifically this item you can't choose. Or you can do different things. You can add more HP growth, etc., etc. You can get more or lots, etc. But notice down here, you can increase pop level. What is pop level? That is the slots that are open for you to put innocence in. If you are perfecting an item, like with your ultimate weapons, etc., this is a decent thing to do, because the more slots you have, the more stat boosting innocence you can throw into the item, and of course the better off you are. Increase movement ability. This is what I'm going to pick. Or increase jump ability. We could do that. I don't bother with that, because by the time you put on a bunch of shoes, you get up to 99 jump, like looking at Fuka, and you can't get any higher than that. So let's go and increase movement ability. Approval rate 57%. And legendary center. Excellent. All right, when you look at the senators, notice this senator says class legendary senator. In this case, he's level 1000. You also get supreme senators and upper senators. Ooh, this is good. And mid senators. And there are also like lower senators. I don't know if we have any. And lower senators. What do these classes mean? It means the higher the class, the more influence, the more their vote counts. So this guy is legendary. He's level 1000. His vote is going to count for a whole lot. We want him not in total opposition. We want him to love us, just like this Supreme Senator. Supreme Senators would have the next highest influence. Now notice this Supreme Senator is level 120. This one is level 700. This one will have a lot more influence than this one. This one is level 155. More influence than a little more, but not as much influence as this. So when you're bribing, you want to go for the highest class of senator. In other words, bribe the supreme senators before you bribe mid senators. Bribe your legendary senator before you bribe supreme senators. In any particular class, bribe the highest level of that class first, and then work your way down. Bribe a 200 before you bribe a 155, for example. Make sure that your level 700 loves you before you start bothering with a level 200. But, as I said, this guy over here, we want to get. Now, this is the whole reason I've been carrying all this junk here. Gold bars are must-haves. Da-da-da-da. He's still strongly against, but... still strongly against. Now he's just leaning no. Now it's either way. Now he's leaning yes. Strongly for. Still strongly for. Total support. Love. Ha-ha. He loves me, which means, although it's not a total lock, best chance for him to vote yes. And let's see, do I want to go and bribe some others? Let's see, we have this 250 here. 500. Or do I want to save my stuff? Let me just go and see. In bribing, the angel cakes are interested, but they don't have as much power as gold bars, which are must-haves. I have 3 must-haves. I want to save these because I'm going to want to go to approved. Yay. Ah, somebody's watching. Feel free to type in a comment or whatever. So I've got my extra movement. And let's see, let's go collect chests. And you can look around when you see wandering travelers. Yeah, so he's the wandering chef. No one can compete with you. He wants, let me sample this dish. If you want a taste of the sardine, you'll have to catch me, dude. I shall catch you, make you my personal chef. So, you've got to go and meet him, I think like 10 times, and then he'll give you a prize. I've been getting shovels from him. All right, let's go over here. We'll heal up. And we will exit out. Yeah, nothing else to get. Oops. And we've leveled up. Very nice. Let's see, is there anything that we want to sell or get rid of? I don't think so. Alright, let's just save and we'll go back in and go for another. Try to get another assembly, level up, and get another movement so that we have equipment with +4. Alright, let's go take a look. No ally movement damage. Nothing I want to steal. No treasure chests. Let's just go. Well, let's see. We have. Let's go to the mystery. This guy can be kind of fun. You get some nice treasures. In this case, a rare and a legendary. And 450. We can beat him. Go talk to him on this side. Oops. And that'll turn him around so that his back is to you. You get attack bonuses if you're attacking from the back.
Ready for me?
Let's move her out. She will attack the 2 chests. Make sure we get those first. And
There.
let's bring him out.
There.
Have a star. Off we go. Yeah, let's see. Nothing there. Where's our... Ah, it's open. All right. There's no treasure chests. Let's just move on. See how clogged this is? No melee. Dot, 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 dot. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's go just take a look. Why not? A lot of characters. Nobody. Alright, so here, let's say I want to move this guy. See, I can move here, but I'm getting blocked. It's like, I can't move because of all these guys. But when I go to my flying guy, notice he can move basically anywhere there's an open spot with his 18 movement. Right, but we want to move her up. We want to get this guy. All right. And, let's go over with this one. Okay, what's okay, Alonzo is wind.
Taya!
And he was resistant to wind, so that's why we didn't get him. Alright, that's fine.
Ha!
Let's move on. Spell range -1 if you're on that square. Well, then your spell range is reduced. Enemy level up 10%. Enemy and the enemy on that square, when you end turn and go into another turn, they will level up 10%. Let's see. Okay, got that guy. We're getting up there. Hopefully we'll get some stuff to steal, but haven't found anything good yet. Let's see, spell. Let me get off that. Having a flying guy with 18 movement makes going through item world so much easier. Before, when his movement was like 9, 10, I had to throw him a lot. Mighty enemy, okay. Bring her out. Let's just quickly check for theft possibilities.
Shot!
Well, let's move on. At every stage that ends in a 5, you'll have a choice of gates. If you're trying to get innocence, go this way. If you're trying to level the item, then you want this gate. Often they will give you a mystery room here. Again, I would say certainly take it if you're trying to get innocence. It will, when you come back out of the mystery gate. Now, here we go. Suppose I'm going to the mystery gate, but suppose I wanted to kill this guy. Okay, now I go over to my gate killers. Let's move. Oh, I can't. Why? Because this is clogged. And but I'm not going there.
Deadly shot!
I'm going to the mystery gate, and my flying guy can just fly right through. This guy, the tradesman, can be nice to go to. Especially here, we've got a kind of high level. The nice thing about this is, if you notice, she sells equipment that's not just regular level, but rare and legendary. So if you're going for the trophy, where you have to collect every type of item, you can just go and buy your buy legendary and rare stuff right here. You can also, of course, go through and take a look. Usually, are there any good? All right, I'm fine. I'll usually buy the rare and legendary stuff if I don't already have it. Just, I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where I can complete that. Won't work. All right, what do we got? Below is mighty enemy. But those guys are not. Haha. Excellent, excellent. Actually, did I even check for stealing? Nope. Okay, nobody to steal.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over here. Should be able to. Not that way. All right. Over here, Petastar. Oh, you want to see a Petaspell? They can be fun to look at. Yeah, ally effects on.
Yeah.
Out in the universe, and when the Star Girl collects planets, Galaxy Planet Slash. Her sword slashes the planets apart.
Yeah.
Deals massive damage. Alright, now I
This
should
one'll
be
be
able
worth
to
it.
move this guy out.
Taya!
Remember, Mighty Enemy is for the enemy. She has no invincibility there. Oh yeah, I should have showed you.
Justice!
You can extend the range of your magic spells. Actually, you're not extending it, but you can go beyond the normal limit. Careful, nothing that I really want. Kind of not much of an item world run as far as stealing goes.
Ha!
What do we got? Ally move damage. Yes. Okay. See these squares? Ally move damage. You move a guy and they travel over these squares, they take damage. Like, let's use her.
Here I come!
Here we go. We'll move her over here.
Say!
See? Notice the ding. And now she's taking damage. So a lot of times, actually not a lot of times, almost always I want to find that one and get rid of it.
You conceited bastard!
Where will the Geoblast go?
Yeah.
How I'm gonna Da-da-da-da. And ally damage is fine because we are not going to stay here. Boy, did I check for stealing? Man, there's nothing to steal here.
Ha! Ha!
Let's go. And treasure panel. What happens with treasure panel? Basically, you get a treasure chest. Where are we on red? Okay, you kill somebody here. Now here you're going to get mana plus 50%. But a treasure chest will also appear. So...
Opportunity!
Let's get her over here. Yow. Why is she strong enough with any of these? No. Yes. Equal. Okay, let's take out.
Here I go! Yeah.
Ah, treasure chest. Excellent. So, you know, if you want to bother with it, then you can go and get a treasure chest and then break it. And you get your prizes. Let's turn off ally effects, even though they can be fun to look at.
Come over here!
But
Taya!
for purposes of speed. Ta-da! Notice, ta-da. Now notice, if I didn't have a flying guy, this killing would not be enough because this is going to block anybody from coming here. This is the only, but since my guy is flying.
Ha!
Fly right over that.
Tua!
Okay. Steal, please.
Deadly shot!
Ah, this is nice. Get angel cake, gold bar. Since I'm doing this, so you get a decent bunch of money. I've never found yet anything in these two areas. So with this one, with the chicken, you always get the black market stuff, and if you go back here, there will be a chest. I'm wondering if they don't put chests here, maybe, I don't know, when you go farther into item world, like you're up onto level 60 or 90, or maybe, I don't know, whatever. It makes me wonder. Okay, nothing there. No. Ooh, angel shoes. Let's steal those. I love those angels. Let's steal those angels' shoes instead. And let's go over here. Finally, I get to steal something. Ka-ching.
Justice!
And this will take us up to level 20. Let's see, there's no move damage. Again, we have another item general here. Again, we want to kill this item general and then
This one'll be worth
Chancy
it.
out.
Taya!
I hate myself when I mess it up.
Taya!
I get so excited getting to the
Taya!
0th floor that I jump down the rabbit.
I'll do my
hole or
best.
something. But we don't want to do that. We want to go zoom and return to base. Notice our speed is leveling up now. We're up to 2,000. And actually, let's go over to the equipment. Who can use? See, I go through and I basically replace. So here, angel shoes are better than winged boots. So maybe I should wipe them out. Oh well. Ta-da! But now I have winged boots, and winged boots are better than arrow sneakers, although maybe not. Oh yeah, they are better than those. Okay. And arrow sneakers are better than falcon shoes, although since this is legendary, maybe, yeah, still a little bit better. Now, one thing, see with this, it's rarity 5, these are rarity 0, if you match rarities. So probably these falcon shoes are better than those falcon shoes, and I think that's about it. Alright, let's go over here, sell crap. Boy, this is... Why am I keeping this when I have this, an attack of 2,000? 13,000, this is 14,000. Sell it. What are you doing? The printing stick I can get. Although, wow, look at that. Haha. Boy, it's level 30, that's pretty good. Boy, 18, is that? Okay. She's got 2,000. This is 16. he's got one. No, he's way above that. I think he's the only other axe guy I've got. Having an axe user is used, but having a lot of them because they only hit one. They're not quite so useful. Okay, what am I doing? Back. Okay, the axe we can buy. Oh, this one. Okay. This is, that can't be, yeah. Let's see, where's the other one? See, all this stuff is ATK based, so yeah, let's just sell this. Sell the axe. Wow, 4 million. Wow, very nice. Almost 7 million. Ooh. All right. I'll go up here, get treated, save. And now we want to go back and see if we can't get another movement. And then I'll have my Propel Vernier with a movement of 4. And let's go here.
Not gonna lose.
Need to go a little farther. We want to hit him with ice. Now, notice he's out of range, but this is quite close by. I click on this. I put the targeting square on there. And now I can get it. Da-da-da-da. Item general down. Oh, what happened there? Oh, disperse damage. Da-da. Okay, so if you're on a red square, so here, I hit him and then damage also happens to characters, to enemies. I think just enemies, it wouldn't be us two, who are sitting on that.
Justice!
That color square. Alright, let's run up here. And Innocent Town. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Let's go and get our movement. Oh, duh. Yes.
Follow me, everyone!
Enter the item campaign and we can go over. Okay, approval 57%. What do we get? Okay, so there's no legendary. Now, drunk. I don't even bother trying to bribe drunk guys. I just ignore them. They'll vote anyway, a lot of or whatever. So I don't know. I just don't bother with them. If somebody's sleeping, I mean, I don't know. I don't bother with them either. I just say the heck with them. So let's take a look. Supreme Senator 1,100. Love, yes, that's what I like to see. 200, 155, 900. Okay, and that's a love. And 700 love. 200 strongly for 200, I don't know. Alright, let's go with this guy. What the heck? Ooh, I forgot to take a look at that. Alright, let's go. Total support. Total support. And this one should get me love. And let's go on over here. See, sometimes when you bribe, then other guys get kind of mad because you're not bribing. Actually, how is mine? Okay, he's still in love with me. Yeah, see, these guys have calmed down. They're jealous. What can I say? Let's get rid of these last. Angel cakes don't have quite the same, have a lesser effect than the gold bars, but okay. So we've, ta-da. So, I've now increased my movement ability twice. And for right now, that's good enough. Maybe someday I will go back and do more with these, but for right now, no. And again, I killed the item general. Bing, bing. It goes up. Well, boy, I've been going on for an hour and a half. I think I will quit broadcast now. And I don't know, hope you picked up some tips. Take care. Have fun gaming. Brush your teeth. Say your prayers. Say goodnight, Jeff.